Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. The reason why you subscribe is because you're interested in making money in cryptocurrency and you want to be part of a team that informs you on a daily basis as to everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. Smash the like button if you appreciate us coming at you on the weekend, and let's get into the huge change we have just seen happen in America and the regulated cryptocurrency market. This will usher in tons of new money into the space. I want to talk about Bitcoin price predictions. I want to talk about Ethereum predictions. We're going to talk about altcoins. We have a lot to cover in today's video. Stick with us. Watch the whole thing. We'll start here. Breaking news. Not just one, but two different Bitcoin ETFs have been approved by the SEC in the past 48 hours. ProShares follows Valkyrie in approval for listing Bitcoin Strategy ETF. The first ETF could go live as early as October 18th, as early as Monday.
When the sector evolves, when we have a Bitcoin ETF in the US, billions and billions of dollars will flow into Bitcoin that under no circumstances would have found their way into Bitcoin otherwise.
And now this is a reality. The SEC has revealed that it will allow ProShares Bitcoin Futures ETF to start trading Monday. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has been putting off allowing a Bitcoin ETF for years, and now they're allowing two. This is a huge tipping point for the cryptocurrency industry. This is signaling in the bulls. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Comment right now. Let me know what you think about a Bitcoin futures ETF and the tipping point we're seeing. This is a huge change. And I would think, actually, that the probably number one comment that I'm going to get based on this huge news is that, well, Altcoin Daily, this is just a futures ETF. They don't actually have to settle the contracts in real Bitcoin. It'd be much better if they had to settle the contracts in real Bitcoin. Hey, I totally agree. But when I say tipping point, I mean tipping point. There's no going back. There's only going forward. And a spot ETF could actually come sooner than we think. Grayscale plans on filing an application to convert the world's biggest Bitcoin fund, Grayscale, into a spot ETF early next week. So understand the significance of this. A spot ETF will happen because there's no going back from this regulatory clarity. There's no going back from this approval after approval that we continue to see. Bitcoin crypto company Bakkt to go public on the New York Stock Exchange on Monday. Another approval, another crypto company going public. This is not something that we have seen any other cycle. Coinbase was the first a few months ago. Bakkt is next. I mean, there's a huge waterfall effect going on here. And let me talk about two really bullish things for Bitcoin and crypto, not just this year, but this decade. It used to be, in my opinion, that the two biggest pieces of FUD year after year after year, what were they? They were China FUD. China controls Bitcoin. Bitcoin is centralized in China. And two, that Tether isn't backed by anything. The world's biggest stablecoin isn't backed by anything, and this is going to cause an implosion in the cryptocurrency market. And literally, Tether FUD and China FUD every single year if you've been in cryptocurrency for a while. And what do we see this year? China FUD will no longer happen. They can't say that Bitcoin is centralized in China because China kicked out Bitcoin and nothing happened. Bitcoin's fine. And going forward, they won't be able to say that Tether isn't backed because Tether is now under great scrutiny. They have been for years, and the CFTC just hit them with a fine. But going forward, they wrapped up their investigation. And I don't know if you got a chance to see, because just reading this, Tether hit with a $41 million fine for lying about dollar reserves seems really bad. But let's put this into perspective. I don't know if you got a chance to read. Putting the past behind us so we can move forward and focus on the future. Keep in mind that this fine is from an investigation that's been going on for years. The investigation is concluded, and what the CFTC was looking into was actually for a violation before December 2018. The point is, Tether FUD is no more, and with this fine, I mean, this wraps up the case. Now it's in the books. We can move on to something else. So let's move on to something else. Let's talk about Bitcoin price predictions. Let's talk about Ethereum predictions. Let's talk about altcoins, and I guess we'll start here. From a TA perspective, Bitcoin has just broken above major resistance. From a TA perspective, Bitcoin has just broken above a major triangle that was forming. So what's the target? The breakout target is about $90,000 from just this triangle. Well, let's zoom out a little bit. Where could Bitcoin go in this year, in 2021? We only have about 3 months left. Well, let's revisit some of Bitcoin price predictions this year from very notable people / institutions. Do you agree with these? Which one do you agree with? Comment below. Do you agree with Fidelity, $100,000 Bitcoin this year? Bloomberg, $400,000. Forbes, $700,000. JP Morgan, $140,000. Plan B model, $135,000. NASDAQ, $100,000. Max Kaiser, $220,000, or Pompliano, $100,000. Now we're talking about 2021. Let me know where you think Bitcoin could go by the end of the year. I tend to think that we might not see a cycle top by the end of the year. We could go into January, February. We might go into Q1 of 2022. So how high could the ultimate top be? Well, in my opinion, I still think a price of $200,000 to $250,000 plus is still on the table. Now, when you hear a $200,000 Bitcoin in the next 6-ish months, you might think, or your family might think, or your girlfriend might think, or your boyfriend might think that a $200,000 to $250,000 plus Bitcoin price in about the next 6 months, you might have a severe doubt over this. But keep in mind, I don't know if you were around for early 2017 and mid 2017, but for what it's worth, a simple Twitter search will reveal that a $20,000 Bitcoin in 2017, there was tons of doubt around this in 2017, and it happened. Well, then again, there are plenty of calls for $20,000 Bitcoin in 2017 too. So, this cycle, I'm getting vibes of $200,000 to $250,000, and I think it's very much possible. If you look back at 2017, if you look back at 2013, if you look at this cycle, I think that this might be Bitcoin's year. Actually, scratch that. Taking a look at on-chain data from Willy Woo, the technical name for this chart is that 2022 is going to be a good year. Bitcoin long-term hodler supply shock. Bitcoin continues to get in the hands of long-term hodlers. Bitcoin is still going through peak accumulation, and that is going to send Bitcoin's price sky high. So is 2022 going to be the year of Bitcoin, or is 2022 going to be the year of Ethereum? This is the case for Ethereum. Ethereum proof of stake merge update. Code should be ready around February 2022. Merge on mainnet June 2022 at the earliest. This, of course, could be pushed back. 2022 will be known as the year of ETH. There is no denying the power of Ethereum. 500,000 ETH have been burned. This is only the beginning. Almost $1 billion in total revenue in the past 30 days. On track to settle $9+ trillion this year. 42 times the fee revenue of Bitcoin. 90 billion total value locked in DeFi. 6.7% of the ETH supply is locked in the ETH2 deposit contract. 3.1 billion total value locked in layer 2. I think a $10,000 Ethereum in the next 6 months is very possible. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but keep in mind, crypto in general, the total crypto market reaches 2.5 trillion for the first time since July. We're about to break above all-time highs. This is amazing. And we've seen so many corrections and retracements this year, and I just want you to remember how bearish people were at each one of these retracements. January, 31% retracement. February, 26% retracement. March, 18%. May, 53%. Everybody was saying that Bitcoin is going down to 10,000, we'll be in a bear market. September, 25% retracement. People have called for a new bear market on each one of these retraces, and that was certainly possible. Nobody knows the future. But I do want to remind you, for Bitcoin, for each one of these corrections, and particularly the 53% correction, each time we are saying it's a trap. Don't be fooled. It's a trap. Don't be fooled. It's a trap. Be ready. Cryptocurrency investors are still being fooled. Cryptocurrency hodlers, it's a trap. Do not be fooled. I mean, video after video when Bitcoin had that 50 51% correction, and anything could have happened. But I just want to remind you that we try to keep your eyes on the prize, focused on what really matters, not the price. And let's get to some altcoin news. Layer 2 Ethereum scaling solution Polygon proof of stake chain yesterday crossed 100 million active user addresses. This is the sign of a healthy network. This is just the beginning. We will keep working hard to make Polygon more scalable, secure, user-friendly, and fun. And with Katy Perry starting to sell merch, crypto is coming. You know that we're in the best parts of the Bitcoin crypto bull market. That's it for me today, my friends. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. I hope you got value in this video today. Stick with it. The gains, I think, are going to be fast and high in the next 6 months. And if you're new to crypto, keep in mind that there eventually will be a soul-crushing bear market in price and time. Stick with this. This is a multi-year journey. Smash the like button, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.